Hey guys, hey, how's it going? Welcome to another episode. So today just cleared out the inventory a little bit, checked some stuff, and down to the caves. Leather gloves. Okay. Oh wait, if I'm still finding leather gloves, those take 37 strength. It's like 40 strength off, and then dexterity is obviously much higher. Mortar was saying there's no cap on like removed for like the items you can find on Doom mode. Now I don't know if he meant single player or multiplayer, but well, it would be pretty cool to be able to find it on single player, even though that would, in a way be very annoying. It would also be good for my purposes because, I want to find the unique cloth gloves, but, I was kind of afraid that there's no way I could find them because, well, my stats are too high. Actually, maybe that came from a chest. But I imagine in the future that that's going to be taken away for sure. So if I do want to find those gloves, probably those caster ones in particular, probably the crit ones and the caster ones would be really handy to have. I'll probably have to make some pretty quick work. I know that right now, like, it's mostly items, but, well, it seems like Mordor is getting the hang of coding in the new language. Out of nowhere, he just kind of fixed the stat gap with leveling up fairly easily, he said, so I don't know, I guess I can't really be too careful. I have to try and get the items as quick as possible. Nope. I was just looking at some things here. This ring really could go. Like, mana's nice to have, and I do use it a lot, but, I mean, it's really kind of a junky, like, ring. It just kind of has armor class, which, I mean, is a big deal, but even this, it's like, it's fast attack, but that's really all it does. There's a lot of, like, pieces here that I could, have two affixes on and just be doing a lot better. Oh. It is kind of weird to find, like, utility stats with other reasonable affixes. I'm trying to think, though. Magic Find might be best on a scout. It's sort of hard to say. Like, on one hand, you want damage, but on the other hand, maybe you're like, if I could get Gold Find and Magic Find, then the person in the party who has all these items on, they just have to touch the enemy. That's what I found in multiplayer, at least. My guy has really high gold find percentage. So if I touch any enemy, like I don't have to get the killing blow, I don't think. I just have to touch it, and it seems to get my effect. So if one person is just kind of like... I don't want to say like the sprayer, but... Well, I guess... Probably mage, because like a mage... Jeez. A mage can like pierce through enemies with lightning, and they can get a lot of splash damage with their fire blast, so... I feel like a mage should do it, and also there's like a little bit of utility in the mage, whereas a scout is like... The scout is supposed to be high damage. I guess it's not like crazy high damage, like I wouldn't expect every scout to be total glass cannon, but, you know, typically. I'm gonna leave the goat guy there, just because he does less damage than the other ones, I'm pretty sure. I guess it's not too late on my my guy there. What's he called? On my mage that I use Serenity to level up on. I could use 20 gold find perks and then 10 magic find. And still be left over with quite a few. That would be like 100% utility build though. I really would just have like the 100 plus to mana, then the gold find, the magic find. I guess a mage on its own isn't really that weak. I just kind of think that... Well, I noticed the difference quite a bit between like, I'd say 35 DFE and like 25 DFE. So I guess I've always been really hesitant to like... Ooh, faster casting, cool. I already have that ring, but it's... Maybe I could use it on my other mage. My second mage. Actually, I kind of left off on a pretty good note there, 21%. It should be fairly easy to calculate how much XP roughly I'm getting per cave level. I guess it's time to start getting more DFE. 32 just isn't really cutting it. Oh, no way. A couple firing at me isn't too big of a deal, but you have that many, that's a big bummer. I'm surprised I didn't have to whip out the bow for that. I'm kind of curious just to see what kind of like HP regeneration +9 is. I'll try and get it at 300. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, yeah, okay. It's pretty hard to count. Count to a tune, that is, so. Looks like regen is... It would be good if you're standing still, but I mean, it'd be tough, I think. Well, that was good. Got rid of the range boss right away. Ooh, cauldron. I'm kind of curious to see how the trade community takes off once the game becomes, when there's more uniques to find. I mean, naturally there's going to be item collectors out there who are probably going to try and find everything, but with the Hell 1 it seemed like that came a little bit later. I can't say that like with 100% certainty because I didn't play it from like absolutely day one online. But, dang, I don't have any. No repair oils. Oh, that's alright. Now I remember why I brought that sword. That's a pretty measly potion. That's not even like healing. But yeah, I wonder if people are gonna be like really hardcore into like purist ways of trading. Like in the Hell 1, there used to be people who were like paranoid that every single thing was like duped like crazy. And I guess there wasn't really, I shouldn't say there wasn't a way to find out. Like there was, but from what I could tell, most people didn't have the means to check. They were just really paranoid. I remember one guy, he was able to read it somehow, and I'm not sure what programs he run, but he gave me like a list of all the like item code numbers that people were wearing. So he wrote down everyone's name that he saw online on the Hell 1, and he basically said, okay, what item does this character wear? And then he, you know, from there he was like, okay, this item is copied, this item, like everyone, it was actually crazy. Like when I looked at the list, like I guess I wasn't like, let's get the fuck out of there. Like I was a little surprised, but like not too surprised that like it was crazy. Like probably 20 people had that sacred amulet of the Zodiac with like a perfect roll, like 20/40. And when I saw it, I was just kind of like in awe. Like, you know, I always kind of knew that there was like more so groups that seemed like they were more likely to cheat, but even the people who seemed like really hardcore and like, you know, purist, it really surprised me to see that. But anyway, all this really comes to the conclusion that like I'm wondering if people will develop programs to see if, you know, there are... Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Okay, that dropped from a boss, so that means I can find cloth gloves. Cloth gloves have a requirement of about 10 vitality too. Yeah, my vitality is like sky high compared to that. Way beyond like the normal smart drop. So that means I still have a chance to find those gloves in Doom mode, which is the goal. Ooh, it's pretty. That's pretty good for a mage. I'll keep that for my mage too. Not even really a high roll either. I think you can go up to 3 spell levels and 20%, but... In the Hell 1, it seemed like people were really after a particular thing, like one unique that had like a Q level of like 1 to 5. Those were typically what I saw as very hard to find, and like only really collectors would go after them. I kind of remember a ring that I had. I didn't really think much of it because it was just like a 2 to 3 spell levels and 16 to 25 magic. But someone had asked me like really like fiendishly like, you know, if I could trade it. And I was kind of like, you know, the community is small to begin with, so if somebody really wanted something, it was like I'd work with you. It'd be like, okay, well, like I don't really know what you want, but like I'll hear you out for sure. But it's just, it seemed like he was really intent on getting that, you know, the collectionist in people. But in the Hell 2, I kind of wonder if people just want like, because it's early on, the one items that are just to make their characters to the point where they can farm efficiently themselves. Or if it's going to be more, you know, like the Hell 1 where it's a lot of, I want to find like every single unique, so I need every like single one. Now that seems like a hefty adventure when there's going to be, you know, eventually 12, 15 years from now, you know, like 3,000 uniques, but it could happen. Yeah, it's also a really good thing because I was going to keep my vitality on my other mage really low. He's at 30 right now, so I figure if he got to like level 40 to 45, he could probably find things, you know, with 10 vitality requirements, like belts and cloth gloves, but looks like now I won't have to do that. On multiplayer, I'm not sure if it'll go that way. Maybe there's just a raw cutoff. I don't think there is, but I mean, oh man, they're hard to get at.
Not enough mana.
Oh, that's why it's pretty high. Okay. I was gonna say my damage actually seems higher now with that. I don't know if it's the little bit of dexterity that I got, but I really doubt it. I think some enemies are just easier to hit. Well, obviously, but 43, 43. Ooh, is this a little one-man square? No, it's two-man. Alright. Should've just went to the door, but oh well. This is probably the sweet point of where I fall power-wise, because those lava lords seem like they can hit me a lot easier than everything else down here. They give a little bit more XP, so they're probably just the step that I'm ready for. Anything above that, and I think it would just be a massacre. So I think that was the whole level, pretty much, and I went from 21.1% to 35.6. So 21 to 35, about like 14 to 15% a level. At level 10, alright, so it's not like super fast, but it'll probably get higher as I go down. Yeah, even this sword is breaking now. I guess I'll... yeah, definitely not giving that quest a try. So I guess I'll go repair.
Greetings!
And mine have armor class on them, so it'll probably be pretty tough to beat that. But these have 7 base armor, and dexterity I think gives 1 armor per, what is it, 3 or 5, so maybe worth thinking about. Ah, I could buy this for my mage. Right now I'm just running a regular ring of fast casting, but, well, part of me just thinks I'm gonna find fastest casting, and then I'd like to try that, so I won't buy it. Okay, so 18 armor versus 10, or is it 10? About, I'd say that's about 10. But my magic resist goes up, and I get the utility of having more dexterity. Of course, the utility of having more dexterity probably doesn't help until I get Arcane's Valor. So 8 armor class or 17 dex. I guess it really doesn't matter.
Hello, good friend. Good day. How may I serve you?
Yeah, put that one away. Put that away. Alright. And not a fan of those guys. Yeah, and I can't even wear the bow this round. Undead's on this level. Oh, there's 19 enemies in battle? What? what's triggering that. Ah, there we go. It was quite strange, actually. That boss took every single type of elemental damage. It is extremely, extremely rare for Doom mode. I guess it's a cool feature to have for a boss, though. 15 armor is a rare affix? What? I was pretty sure that a blue affix goes to like 20 AC. But then again, maybe they have to... Mortar has to take into account that like sturdy is an affix for chess pieces, so... Or maybe some affixes are just a little higher and some of them are a little lower. Well, 3% resist all isn't really helping anyone all that much, but it's cool to see that much armor class. 30 armor class on. Jeez. I got a nice spot to the cave. All to myself over here. It's good to have at the start of the level, especially when I have to fight those imp rogues later. I like the accuracy much better. It's not really a good way to get in on those guys. It's decent DFE, but even though I know Chaos Shields can't really be used by this class, my mage, I think, has to find a regular shield. All the shields for necromancers and stuff, or for mages, I think are pretty low on defense. I don't even think mages have specific shields for them. How am I supposed to get over there? Yeah, not having a chance to hit on those Hellmeats, man, that's... I really need chance to hit. Should be good over here. Dang, I was wrong. I'm gonna go through a lot of potions on that boss.
Not enough mana.
Such a hassle. It's a nice little choke point. Surprised how much I don't really have to use the bow. Well, it's like I could use the bow, but it just like... my chance to hit just seems like it's so bad.
Not enough mana.
really didn't seem like it. It had any business hitting him. But I'll take it. I will take that. Yeah, I like my mana too much to have it reduced. Just not gonna bite. Oh my god. Luckily his friend trapped him there, I would have been out of luck. Damn it. I saw I was only in battle with 2 of them, so I got overconfident and thought, oh, I'll just warp over here, but there's still a massive crowd of them. I don't know why they don't come after me here. It's like they feel like they're blocked off or something. Can't really imagine why. Like they're they're all just sitting there. Maybe they have like a proximity range on them. They'll only come within X amount of like squares. So they can go over the wall or something. I really can't think of why that would happen. But I'm a little low on potions, so hopefully I find out soon. Man, what is this? Like, they just stand there?
Not enough mana.
Oh, might as well identify these while I'm waiting. Pretty low on potions here. There we go. Man, that was strangely difficult. I don't know why they didn't want to come out of their hole there. Well, I guess I do know, but I wouldn't want to come out of there. Still 7 of them left? Holy cow. Your buddy blocked you. That sucks. despite taking about twice as long as the level before this one, I really didn't get much more experience. I think the level's pretty much done, and I got about the same amount, about 15%. Oh no, there's still another whole boss to go. I guess I don't really need a Book of Lightning. I won't bother picking it up. Ooh, this boss, that's gonna be rough. I should probably just be honest with myself and say, you know, is it really possible for me to take down the boss of this group with the amount of potions that I do have? And well, I don't really think it's possible. My low chance to hit, it makes it hard to time it. In normal mode, it seemed really easy in the crypt. All you would do is like 1-2, back up. 1-2, back up. But when you don't have the auditory signal that you hit the enemy, it's like, oh, did I not really get 2 in there? Should I stay a little bit longer? And 3 potions doesn't seem like enough to do it. Do I have any way to increase my chance to hit? Doesn't really look like it. Could do some melee absorption. But the AC is probably better. Oh, I'm so dumb. It's like, how many times? How many times did I open that and break my potion? So dumb. Oh my god. Wow, the fury damage really helps out, but now it's pretty much me against him. I should wait for my fury to regenerate, if nothing else. Oh, what? That's not what I expected. It's a good thing I didn't restart, because I really thought it was, okay. Home free. Oh, man, that was stressful. Oh, but we made it. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh yeah, another boss, jeez. I'm gonna waste the fury there. That was kind of dumb of me, but I'll go back to the doorway. Hopefully the Inferno doesn't eat me up too hard. Bam. Oh wow, a raw book of teleport, that's quite rare. Oh, fastest hit recovery. Well, eventually I'm going to have to find a pair of boots like that for my mage. Unless there's some faster hit recovery uniques out there. Well, actually the Imbrium brand will probably have fastest hit recovery in Doom mode. It still has negative armor class though, which I'm not really a fan of. The mage already struggles when he gets caught in place. And it's not so much that he gets caught in place by melee guys, but with archers and elemental damage, it's more likely to happen for me, so I don't really like chopping off my AC. So, just having a regular blue boot. Maybe like resist all 20% and then that boot with fastest hit recovery. That would be ideal. Alright, so that level gave me about 36% to 54, so it's a little bit more, but that took a lot longer, so it's not really terrific. Ooh, mushroom patch.
Not enough mana.
Snap.
I can't use this yet.
Well, I'll probably call it quits there. That was a pretty long video. Got pretty far there. Coming along. Once I hit 41, I'll be able to do catacombs. So,
Not enough mana.
but I'll probably have to wear some plus experience rings or something. Maybe I'll toss on that amulet I got. Anyway, catch you guys next time.